Today I want to talk about 5 things I think Insta360 should add on their next firmware update. And the first one I'm going to start off is with live streaming. I feel like everybody's been mentioning this in threads and in Facebook groups, why this camera doesn't have any live streaming capabilities. And I hope that that's some kind of like software that they can add on the next firmware to actually give us the live stream capabilities, because I thought it was just maybe that, you couldn't plug it in, but I even used one of my capture cards that I already have for one of my cameras to be able to plug in USB-C and go directly into a monitor or TV, and it still didn't work like this. So I hope it's like some kind of software that they can, upgrade into the camera and get us this capability. Second one is gonna be the menu settings and how you can't go back without actually hitting the back button. This is something that I liked on the Pocket 3 and the Pocket 4 and the Pocket 4P. If you go deep into the menus, let's say you want to go into exposure settings and you want to go to ISO, and let's say you change the ISO and then you're ready to record, there's no way to get out of here except going back the 3 steps that you came in here. If we can change that to make sure that the record button always brings you back to the display screen ready to record, I think that's actually a simple fix that really is just like a programming type of thing. But look, nothing works when you're inside of the menus here, and the only thing that actually works is the joystick. I thought it might have been maybe like a combination that you had to push, but nothing works. So if we can get a dedicated button that brings us back to the recording screen, I think that would be awesome. A lot of people would appreciate it. I know me, coming from Pocket 3, Pocket 4, like I said, and the 4P, this was like one of the features that I missed actually from those cameras, from the DJI camera. So if we can get that, we already copied the menu, might as well just add those features on there. So yeah, please bring us back to the main screen with one button. Number 3 would be the meter exposure. When you're in manual everything, the meter exposure does not exist. I wish we can get a meter exposure even in manual settings, so we can know like how to expose the camera a little bit better. Right now, when you have everything set to manual, you kind of have to expose off of like eye and seeing the display on here. Granted, I'm happy they gave us the LUT display preview, but if we can get the meter exposure, which is already there, is active when you have it in auto ISO, auto shutter, all I wish is if we can get it in actual manual settings, so that way we know how to expose the camera, so we can like mess around with it and actually know like, okay, this is good for like -1, or this is good for like -1.3, but just to give us some kind of exposure tools. And I don't even care about zebras or histogram or anything like that. I think the meter tool, once you dial in and you can figure out how it meters, you should be able to get good exposure on it. So I think that's an easy fix, because I said the meter exposure is already there, so hopefully you can give us that. But yeah, easy fix. Number 4 would be custom buttons. We have these 2 custom buttons here that they gave us. Great design on the screen. You can access them from vertical or horizontal, it doesn't matter, but they're really limited to what you can actually put on them. And some of the stuff though actually doesn't make sense. On this one here, double tap, I believe, does either photos or barrel roll. I have no idea because I don't want either one of those two. But yeah, I wish we can get some more customizations that we can add to the custom buttons. And again, this is something that's already in the camera. It's just a firmware adding on, I guess. Like I don't know exactly how it works, but it's already in the camera where you have to go to the settings and go to the spot. So why can't we just make that a shortcut to those locations of like the exposure, the white balance, the shutter, because they have, I think one of the custom buttons is like profile too. Let me see, custom buttons, right? Single press. Switch filters. Like, who needs switch filters? Actually, let me click on switch filters, because I don't even know what that even does when you do switch filters if I have it on iLog. So it says setting unavailable. That's another thing. A lot of the settings on here, if you have a feature turned on like iLog that doesn't support the beauty, the face, like the face beauty thing, and then the actual filters, it's like it shows unsupported. They should just go away and move the settings up so I have access to exposure, white balance a little bit easier, and it just makes one less step that you have to do when you have to go into the menu. Right now, if you have manual everything, you have to swipe over and you have to actually swipe down. So left and then down, left and then down. 2 steps to get to one menu, which could be easily avoided by just adding a single swipe if you're on iLog, and then it brings you to exposure, white balance, and shutter. But yeah, again, easy fix. Easy fix. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would appreciate this that shoot in manual settings like I do. So yeah, let me know if you guys even shoot in manual settings too, because maybe you shoot in straight out of camera profile, which I don't recommend. And I made a video about it, about what it does to your skin. It tries to brighten it. So if you haven't seen that video, check out that video. But yeah, there's a reason why I shoot the iLog. As much as I just want to get home and just cut everything up and edit it, better to shoot an iLog. And if you're uncomfortable with the color grading, if you're downloading the images, although if you're downloading the footage from Insta360's app, there's a way to actually put their LUT right on the actual footage before you download it, so that you have your iLog shot already graded with their LUT already, if you wanted something, you know, to post right away or to use right away. So check that out if you are not comfortable shooting an iLog, and maybe you do want to shoot an iLog to get the best, you know, footage out of it. But yeah, why don't we get a battery indicator on the top corner instead of getting this icon that most of the times I don't even know what's it on, if it's like 50%, 70%. But yeah, just give us a actual percentage for the battery. I feel like that is so simple to do. Just a percentage for the battery, a percentage for the remote. I know when you pull the remote off, it's supposed to show you both. Yeah, so when you pull the remote, it's supposed to show you both icons there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but what I just found out is this right here, that if you actually tap on the actual corner there, you actually get the battery for the remote, and you actually get the battery for the camera itself. I would switch this icon completely off and just put a battery percent. I don't like the fact that you have to tap on it to figure out how much battery you have left, and I just think it makes more sense if it just shows the battery percentage instead of the 2 little icons on there. But let me know if these 5 things are actually things that you guys will want, because these are things that I want to make this camera perform more smoothly and for me to be able to get better footage easier. So yeah, just 5 things, Luna. Super easy. I'm not asking you to add extra stuff to the camera. I'm just asking you to actually move around some things and display some things differently that you already are displaying. So yeah, that's it. Just wanted to make this quick video.